Hi there, and I welcome you in this new session. So, today we are going to talk about past tense. Now, I'm assuming here that you have already done the present tense practice. As I always say and encourage a lot of my students that they should always finish one task at a time. And that is what my suggestion is to you as well. And don't jump from day one to day two and day three without even finishing the necessary assignments given to you. Because this way you can be very good at one single thing and then move on to the next one. So I hope that you have finished the training and you have also finished watching the videos of simple tense, simple present tense. So today we are going to talk about simple past tense or past simple. As I always say, simple tenses are very easy and simple to understand because they moreover deal with very simple verb forms that you will be looking forward here. Now, past tense is actually one of the most easiest forms again, and it is used quite often. Now, as the name itself suggests, that past tense is something which describes events or situations which have already been happened in the past. Okay, so this is known as past tense. But for your better understanding, I have also divided into two categories. That is positive sentences and negative sentences. Now, positive sentences. Positive sentences in simple past means or past simple means that a particular incident or event that has already been done or has happened in the past and it is in the positive form. That means, for example, let's look at this example. I went to school. I went, not go. I went to school. He worked hard, not he works hard. It's he worked hard. I loved him. So if you remember, or if you just pay a little close attention over here, we are using went instead of go. Go, went, gone. So went comes in the second category, that is the verb to form. This is the only thing which you need to remember while using past form or simple past form. It's that easy. Because whenever you're describing a particular situation in past tense, then you only need to use verb to form. It's that simple. Coming to the second sentence, he worked hard. Worked. W-O-R-K-E-D. Worked hard, not work. So work, verb one form, worked, worked. V2 form again because he has already worked hard. He is not working hard, he has worked hard in the past. The time is gone. Another one is I loved him. Love, loved, loved. Again, verb to form here because we are talking about the past tense or we are talking about an incident which was used to be in the past. So I loved him. The moment you add verb to form in your sentences or in your speech, the moment onwards, the listener is going to understand that you are talking about an incident which has already been done in the past. Why? Because you are using verb to form. That is, if you are using went, then automatically the listener is going to understand that you are talking about something which has happened in the past. Or if you say, I cooked food, cook, cooked, cooked. So if you say to somebody that I cooked food, that means you are talking about past tense. Why? Because you are using verb to form here. But if you use I cook food, this means present simple because here you're using verb one form. So it is a daily routine. Remember the exemplar sentence which I shared with you, my mother cooks food. So this is simple present tense because it happens on a regular basis. Our mother cooks food almost every day for us. Now moving to the next category, that is negative and question sentences. Okay, so let's get started here. So first is she did not go with me. Now you might ask me this question that why are we using go over here instead of went as we used in the previous sentences? So the reason behind this is that we are not using verb to form over here, and we are using verb one form over here, that is go, because we are using did not. So whenever we use negative form, that is do not or did not, we always use verb one form, even if we are talking about past tense. Just think here for a moment. If I say she did not went with me, you can quickly sense that there is something wrong with this sentence. And yes, there is wrong. It is grammatically incorrect. So instead of using went, the second form, as I'm using it as a negative question or in the negative form, we will use she did not go with me. That is the correct sentence. Let's take one more example. She did not come with me. We will not say come came, second form. So we will not say she did not came with me. No, that's wrong. We will use verb one form, that is come. So we will say she did not come with me. Another one is question form. Were you angry? So we cannot say here are you angry, because normally is and are used for present tense, which we will be looking at later. And yes, the next one is I was late yesterday. So this is again something which I am talking about the past form. Now here, one thing I would like to tell you, or one thing I would like to share with you, is that please note that we use simple past tense when we talk about three situations, and they're described very clearly below. Let's look at it. Number one, the event is in the past, as I have already explained you in detail, wherein we use verb to form. Second, the event is completely finished. For example, I cooked food yesterday. So that work is completely finished. That event is completely finished. I am not cooking. I have already cooked food. And third, we say, or even if we understand the time or the place of event. So these are the three categories or three situations wherein we use past tense. One more thing I would like you to remember is that it does not matter how long ago the event is, or it can be a few minutes, or even a few seconds in the past, or even millions of years in the past. Past is past. For example, also it does not matter how long the event is or how long the event was. It can be a few milliseconds, maybe like a car explosion, or maybe a millions of years. So you need not to get confused that this activity has just happened a few seconds before, or this particular event has been done, or this event has occurred or happened millions of years ago. All the categories fall under the same past tense. So I think this much is very, very clear. So I would like to share here a couple of more examples so that it becomes so clear. And when you use the practice worksheets, you get a complete hang of it. So let's begin. First category, the event is in the past. Were you angry? I didn't like the movie. I didn't like the movie is again an example where the work is completely finished. The movie has been watched, so I didn't like the movie. He took off his coat. Again, the event is finished. Second category. The event is completely finished. I was at work yesterday. So I'm not at work today. I was at work yesterday. What did you eat for dinner? We were not late for the train. So event is completely finished. One more thing I would like to tell you here, which I have already described, is that always and always remember we use verb to form in the past tense. For example, here I have given certain examples as well. Went, again, the second form of go. Go, went, gone. Second is ate. Eat, ate, eaten. Ate is the second form. Drink, drank, drunk. Drank is the second form. Sleep, slept, slept. So slept is the second form. And then sang, that is sing, sang, sung. So again, sang is the second form of the verb, and the last is loved. So loved, loved, loved. Again, the verb to form. So here I think this entire session is very clear to you because everything is given very precisely, very clearly. You can look at the definition. Also, you can have a look in the second box, positive sentences and negative and question sentences as well. You there very clearly it is given that we use simple past tense in three situations: that the events that has already been in the past, event which is completely finished, or we say or understand the time and place. And also it doesn't matter that how ago the event has been happened. For example, if it is few milliseconds or even a millions of years ago, doesn't matter. So here I would like to strongly recommend that go watch this video again and again until you get a hang of it. And also what you can do is simply grab your pens and books or even your worksheets and do the necessary practice, get a very good hang of it, and come back again and watch another day video. I'll see you soon.